Ladies and gentlemen, draw your attention to the presentation area again, where we have the presentation of exciting men's hurdles, 110 metres. Now this will be presented by Geddes, herself a former Australian international athlete. In third place for New South Wales from Essex West with a time of 14.74, winning the bronze medal, Stein. In second place with a time of, for New South Wales with a time of 14.54, for Westfield Athletics, Dani. First across the line, a visitor from New Zealand with a time.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the live stream of the 2016 New South Wales Open Championships. We pick up the coverage just having had the men's 110 metre hurdles final and the women's 100 metres hurdles final. We're going to bring you replays of that shortly. But as you can see, it's a big afternoon of athletics. It's probably the biggest day of New South Wales athletics of the year. And there is the timetable for you for this afternoon. We have the wheelchair 800 metres coming up before the para 800 metres. And then we're going straight into the preliminary rounds of the men's and women's 800 metres before we go into the race walks and then the semis of the 100 metres. Go into the wheelchair and para 200 metre events before going directly into straight finals for the women's 400 and the men's 400 metres. Then it's a great evening of athletics with the men's and women's 1500 metre finals, the men's and women's 100 metre finals, and the 10,000 metre final, which also incorporates the New South Wales 10,000 metre Masters Championship. So it's a massive day of athletics, and we're here to take you all through it. As I said, we're going to get you a replay of the men's and women's straight hurdles finals shortly. So stick with us. We're excited to have your company throughout the live stream. And they're just clearing the track of the hurdles now, and we'll show you as much of the field events as we can, although just fair warning, it will be a track focus this afternoon due to a lack of cameras. Stick with us, enjoy the afternoon, we'll be back soon.
Dani, another presentation now. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the medalists in the ladies 100 metre hurdles. Medals again being presented by Geddes. In third place from UTS North with a time of 14.00, the bronze medal, O'Grady. In second place with a time of 13.84 from Illawong District, the silver medal goes to Abbie Taddeo. And in first place with a time of 13.42 from Sydney University, New South Wales State Champion for 2016 and gold medalist, Michelle Janicki.
So as we said, folks, we'll do our best to bring you some of the replays of the just the two events that have already gone today. Here is a replay of the men's 110 metre hurdles final. You can see there Josh Hawkins from New Zealand beating home Nicholas Huff from Sydney University. So a little bit of an upset there, you might say, although Josh Hawkins did get the win over Nick Huff last week at the Canberra Track Classic. Though, of course, Nick had a fall during that race. So, but nonetheless, Josh Hawkins takes out the win. You can see his profile there, 13:69. The time was a little quicker than that. We'll wait for the live results to come through, but he's having a great season, Josh Hawkins. He's won the Auckland City Championship. He's won the Hamilton Potts Classic. He's won the Canberra Track Classic last week, of course, and he was at the World Youth Championships back in 2011. Meanwhile, we've got the men's long jump going on, so we'll let you have a look at that for the moment until we pick up the next track race, which will be the wheelchair 800 metres final, and that's due to kick off at about 5:15, so in about 7 or 8 minutes. In the meantime, we'll let you enjoy the men's long jump, and we'll come back for that wheelchair 800 metres final.
On the runway in javelin now is Matt Goodson, national champion in javelin.
When they go to the introduction, they go through lane by lane, so the track race is fine and then they do the introduction.
Okay.
And the next event on the track is a wheelchair event. It's 800 metres for women and men. In the women's event, in lane 2, Julie Charlton from Cheadle. In lane 3, Emily Pakitis from St George. And lane 4, Angela Ballard from Sydney University. And there's of course the women's outstanding IPC athlete.
Okay.
In lane 5 in the men's event, Gregory Luff from Sutherland. In lane 6, Brad Pemberton from Ungara. And lane 7, Sam Stanford from Sydney Pacific. now to get the bell of this 800 metres in the wheelchair event. So going through the line now to get the bell, this is Abbie. As I say, one of the world's most outstanding IPC athletes. Following on behind the there is Rhys from Sutherland. Behind here we have Stein from Geddes. Coming into view now is Julie Charlton, who's in the women's event. And this is Emily Brickettis from St George. And coming around the bend now and pushing very hard. Just for those of you who know much about the wheelchair events, so they have a compensating on the front of the bar that's in the front wheel there. And as they come around the bend, of course, they have to knock it with their hand so that the wheelchair will then travel in a straight line. And they knock it again as they go around the bend. So here it is, Angela Ballard, World Champion, World IPC Champion, New South Wales Champion. Winning the men's event. From Sunday.
Thanks, Dan. Quick up, mate.
And to the line there, second and third in the men's event is Brad Pemberton and Sam Stanford. Julie Charlton going through the line at second place in the women's wheelchair 800 metres.
Hey, how you going?
Line, you're on.
Sorry?
Line, you're on.
What are you running in the 800? Yeah.
Finishing now in first place in women's 800 metres is the Emily
One of those.
from St George. And you've come to wheelchair racing and doing a good job there finishing in third place in this event.
Good luck.
And we have an update in the javelin. After 3 rounds of competition, Rhys Stein with his first throw is leading the competition, 77.34. In second place at the moment, Matthew Utzon from Westfield has thrown 73.04. And third at the moment is Ben Baker from A6 West with 71.56. And they have 3 more rounds to go.
So again, folks, apologies for a little bit, starting a little bit late, but I can confirm the official results for the men's 110 metre hurdles and the women's 100 metre hurdles. In the men's 110, Josh Hawkins from New Zealand taking out the event in 13.91 seconds. Nick Hoff second, just behind in 13.93, only 200ths behind. And Daniel Small from Westfields Athletics in 14.54. Jake Stein from Essex West in fourth, 14.74. Graham Barry, Sydney Pacific, 16.60. Brendan Tsai from Old Barker in 16.62. And Leo Delay from the Hills District in 16.64. It's a tailwind of 0.5 in that event. In the women's 100 metre hurdles, no surprise, with Michelle Janicki taking out the event. 13.27 seconds with a headwind of minus 0.8, so swinging around from a few minutes before with a tailwind for the boys. Abbie Taddeo from second from Illawong, 13.46, and Bella O'Grady, the World Junior qualifier last week in Canberra from UTS North's 13.85. Rasvinda Gill from Sutherland in fourth, 14.24. Katrina Hunt, UNSW, 14.41. Carly Takshi from Cherrybrook in 14:43 and 6. And in 7th, Olivia Rose McEwen from Athletics Wollongong in 14:69. And 8th was Alicia Burnett from Cherrybrook in 15:04. Keely McCauley, unfortunately, from Bankstown Sports, disqualified, and the 9th runner in the race. Official results for that 800-metre wheelchair race not yet available, but we'll bring those to you when we have them. As we take a look at some of the men's long jumpers having a leap. A lot of these guys in action in the triple jump last night. And we'll take you through
the next jump on the runway in the long jump is Stein. And on the marker we have the women's 800 metres for para-athletes, and in the inside lanes and in the outside lanes the men's 800 metres. Competing in lane 2 we have Chloe from Oxford from Hills District, in lane 3 Ricky Bealby from Hills District, in lane 4 Belinda Scott from Essex West, and in lane 5 Carl McIntosh from Sutherland, lane 6 Blake Carr from Macquarie Hunter, lane 7 Nathan Dallas from Hills, lane 8 Leighton Lloyd from Macquarie Hunter. Going down to get the bell now, it's Carl McIntosh from Sutherland. followed by Nathan Dallas from Hills, Lloyd from Hoare Hunter, and May Carr from Hoare Hunter. And then we have the girls. This is Belinda Scott from XX West, completely Bartley from Hills District, and behind her Chloe Denoxco from Hills District. And 100 metres to go, and this is Carl McIntosh from Southern, coming through the line. He won 1,500 metres last month. Quite good time, so he's going to the line now in 2:12.36. And so I call the athletes going through the line. They don't necessarily finish in the event in that order because athletes have different classifications. The times that they run are compared to the tables that we have, which are set on the national standards. That's Nathan Dallas from Hills coming second there, going through the line in second place. And depending on the percentage that they run on the national average times that we have, then they will be the place. So this is May Carr from Hoare Hunter. And this is really good from Hills District taking up the middle set, followed by Leighton Hill from Hoare Hunter, Chloe Denoxco from Hills District, and Belinda Scott from Essex West.
We'll give you a leaf one here for it. Yeah, I'll take it.
And the next one is the men's to commence is the men's open pole vault. I always admire these people who set off to do the pole vault and been standing on your hand on a pole about 5 metres up in the air. That's pretty brave. So you watch them this afternoon and see how well they do. Competing in the event, we have Gabriel Moore from Essex West, Christopher Clegg from Hills District, Jack Keating from Bankstown Sports, who represented Australia at the World Juniors, Rhys from Edgeworth, who's the R23 champion last year, Eddie Cook visiting from the Australian Capital Territory, the national champion and the New South Wales champion, and the under-20 New South Wales champion, Angus Armstrong from Sydney University, who has the best vault of the year at the moment, 5:35. And last to jump, Alexander Muriel from Bradley Ponty.
In the middle presentation area now, gentlemen, we have the medalists for the men's 800 metre para-athletes. In third place, winning the bronze medal from Sydney Pacific at a time of 2 minutes 37.17, Sam Stanford. Medals are being presented by Mr. Jeffrey Martin, OAM, Life Member Athletics New South Wales. In second place, winning the Grande Silver Medal from Sutherland District at a time of 2 minutes 35.96, Greg Luff. And in first place from the Mingo Athletics Scott with a time of 2 minutes 17.04, gold medalist and New South Wales State Champion for 2016, Brad Pemberton.
Well, Jonathan's Nick Van Gilden, the New South Wales champion. in the third round of competition, second meters 10, or 15 centimetres.
Geddes.
If you have looked at the scoreboard now, you will see there's a photo of Geddes as a live stream, which is going directly from here to the NSW YouTube site. We're hoping to have a lot of the races during these championships on this YouTube site, and we're hoping that we'll be able to have them running through as the events complete. There's a roughly 30 to 60 second delay, so the event will complete, say, in 100 metres, and you should be able to see a replay of that event with the live stream on the board. And the next of the track race is the first of 5 heats of the men's open 800 metres. As there are 5 heats, the first athlete and the next 4 fastest times will qualify for the final, which guarantees that these races are going to be very, very smart indeed. Competitors in this event are listed for you on the scoreboard.
So this, of course, one of the blue ribbon events of these championships, the men's 800 metres. You'd see that Jared West from Sydney Pacific has already made a move to the front. Josh Hotham sitting in second. And the UTS North's athlete, it looks like, moving into third. So there's a breakaway group of 3 here. Jared West comfortably leads the field through 400 metres. It's about 54 seconds. Josh Hotham from Bankstown Sports sitting in second. And they move around with about 300 metres to run. And Jared West seems to have a comfortable lead over this field. And it looks like it's Joseph Gemichu from the Australian Capital Territory, one of the visitors, in second. So it's a race between two of them at the moment. West coming around about 180 metres to run and looks to be kicking away now. We'll see if Joseph can come back at him, but Joseph comes into the straight quite comfortably. He has a quick look behind him. He's had another look. He's had 2-3 looks now, but he's going to run out this heat, the winner, and they will put a comfortable margin on the rest of the field. Jared West from Sydney Pacific beats the visitor from the ACT. And in fact, it's Josh Johnson also in third from the ACT, coming in third. So the ACT boys run second and third. Ben Moss from Sydney University runs through in fourth, and Josh Hotham from Bankstown, who was up there in the early going, falling away towards the end of the race. But some of the athletes to watch in this series of 800 metres, Dylan Stenson, visitor from South Australia with a PB of 147. He was last year's South Australian champion. He was fifth at the Australian Championships last year. He was also second at the Adelaide Track Classic just a couple of weeks ago. Last week, I should say. Jared West, we just saw him take out the first heat pretty comfortably. He's got a PB of 146.9. He went to the World Relays last year and he was third at the Hunter and Adelaide Track Classics already this season. He was fourth in the Australian Championship final last year. James Gurr from Sutherland, 146.45 as a PB. He's in 147 shape this season. He won the Adelaide Track Classic last week and he came second at the Hunter Track Classic a couple of weeks earlier. He was also second in the ACT Championships when all the guys went down there looking for times only a few weeks ago. And of course, there's the visitor from Japan, Masada Yakoto, 146.16. He's a six-time Japanese champion. But here we go to the second heat of the men's 800 metres. The competitors in this race: in position 1 from St George, Daniel Ballasine. In position 2, Jesse Maxwell from Macquarie Hunter. In 3, Fraser Garland Barnes from Randwick Botany. In 4, Gabriel Cork from Hills. In 5th, Edward Vining, Randwick Botany. In 6, also from Randwick, Gary Howard. In 7, Stefan Music from Randwick. The visitor, Kada Ariz Marone from Japan. And in 9, Adam Booth from Sydney University. And it's the two Randwick Botany athletes out in front. Edward Vining from Randwick Botany leads the way as they go through with about 500 metres to run. There's another Randwick Botany athlete just sitting in there. So they come through. About 54 seconds to go. It's Edward Vining from Randwick Botany, from Fraser Garland Barnes, also from Randwick, and Jesse Maxwell from Macquarie Hunter, sitting back in fourth by the looks of it. So it's the two Randwick boys, Edward Vining at the front, and it's Kota Ismarone, the Japanese visitor, running in third. He's looking poised to make a bit of a move here, but it's Edward Vining from Randwick Botany moving away at the front. You can see them there coming around 200 metres to run. So it's still Edward Vining from Fraser Garland Barnes and the Japanese visitor Marone in third. It's a race of 3 out the front. And here they come into the straight. It's going to be interesting to see how hard they go here. There's only a couple of automatic spots, so this will be a race to the line. The Japanese visitor ranging up on the outside, and it looks like he's going to go past both of them. Kota Aziz Marone takes out the race from Edward Vining of Randwick Botany, and Fraser Garland Barnes also from Randwick Botany. The Macquarie Hunter athlete, Jesse Maxwell, coming through in fourth place. But a good heat there. The Japanese visitor just sitting back in third for most of the running before peeling out and taking it away from them. As I was saying earlier, this is the exciting Japanese visitor we have here, Masada Yokota. He's got a PB of 146.16, hasn't run 800 metres this season, but he's 6 times the Japanese national champion. He was at the London Olympics, 2 times at the World Championships, at the 2009 World University Games, and he was at the World Junior Championships in 2006. A storied career. But here we go now, getting ready in the third heat. The competitors in the third heat: Will Austin Cray from UTS Norths in position 1, Jack Millis from Sydney Striders in position 2, Josh Kentwell from Kembla Joggers in position 3, Mason Cohen, UTS, in position 4, who's made a good breakaway early, Michael Waldron from Hills in 5, Darcy Raymond from Sutherland in 6, William Richardson from UTS Norths in 7, Andrew Heal from Sydney Uni in 8, and Scotty Hamilton from Kembla Joggers in 9. But it's Mason Cohen who goes to the front from Will Austin Cray of UTS Norths, and it looks like the 2 Norths boys are going to lead it out. The wide Kembla Joggers athlete Scotty Hamilton also coming up, as is Joshua Cantwell also from Kembla Joggers. So it's Cohen leading the way for UTS Norths from Will Austin Cray, Mason, and then the Kembla Joggers athlete Cantwell as they come down the straight for the first time. We'll check the split. They've been going through in about 54s. This is going to be a little slower than that, 54, 55. As they take the bell, it's Mason Cohen from Will Austin Cray and Josh Kempwell, Kembla Joggers in 3rd. It's Norths, Kembla. And then there's a move there from 5th place. That looks like the Sydney Striders athlete, Jack Mills, going, and he's moved all the way up into 3rd place. A very decisive move there on the outside. We'll see if he can hang on to it. There's also been at the front with Austin Cray moving up from Cohen. So Austin Cray is going to lead them through 200 metres to go. Mason Cohen trying to box on, and the Sydney Striders run has come to an end. Kembla Joggers, and now Cohen trying to come back at him. He's gone around him with 100 to go. So it's Mason Cohen from Will Austin Cray. They're really running this out. And here he comes into the straight. Mason Cohen's going to run this out in a very impressive performance. Will Austin Cray is going to box on for 2nd. They've comfortably gapped the Kembla Joggers athlete, number 3, Josh Cantwell, in 3rd. Kembla taking out 3rd and 4th with Scotty Hamilton in 4th. And then Jack Mills from Sydney from Sydney Striders, who put on a very decisive move with about 300 metres to go, but just wasn't able to maintain it. We'll wait for an official time to come up. And it looks like 1:52.18, the official time for Mason Cohen. Bit of a ding-dong battle there. They swapped the lead, the 2 Norths boys. Back and forth. So we get ready to go here in the 3rd heat of the men's 800. The men's long jump still going on. So we're getting ready to go in the 4th heat, I should say, the men's 800. And the competitors in this event: in position 1, Liam Rowe from Sydney University. Position 2, Alex Pettigrew from Sydney University. In 3, Zach Lanigan, UTS Norths. In 4, James Bottrell, Bankstown Sports. In 5, also from Bankstown, Taylor John. In 6, Cameron Lodge. In 7, Daniel Keane from Bankstown. In 8, Brett Halls from Sydney Uni. And in 9, Jonathan McClellan from Illawong. Away they go. Alex Pettigrew, one of the favourites in this event from Sydney Uni, is already moving up on the speed, as is Zach Lanigan from UTS Norths on his outside, and Brett Halls from Sydney Uni also on the outside, going to come across. So it's it's Alex Pettigrew from Liam Rowe and Brett Halls on the outside for Sydney University. They move through 200 metres. Taylor John sitting back there in 4th, and it's Jonathan McClellan in 5th from Illawong. So it's Sydney Uni, UTS North, Sydney Uni, Alex Pettigrew, Liam, and then Zach Lanigan from UTS Norths. and Brett Halls from Sydney Uni sitting in third. They're coming through and they've already gapped fourth place Taylor John. This is going to be fast. It's 54.5 as they go through 400 metres. And Alex Pettigrew is putting the hammer down from Zach Lanigan. Brett Hall's trying to hang on in third. It's Daylight to fourth and fifth with Taylor John and Jonathan McClellan. But it's a race of two at the front. Pettigrew going hard down the back straight from Lanigan. Lanigan trying to box on, but Pettigrew looks comfortable at the front. They've gapped Halls in third now as well, and Taylor John and McClellan both well back in fourth and fifth respectively. But it's Alex Pettigrew. They're both working pretty hard there around the outside. 150 metres to run. It's Zach Lanigan from UTS North. He'll range up, see if he can go around the outside of him. He's coming at him, Lanigan. He's coming at him. Pettigrew trying to hold on. Lanigan's coming, and it looks like he's going to go past him. A brilliant tactical race. Zach Lanigan from UTS North hangs on to beat Alex Pettigrew, who did all the running up the front from Sydney University. And they absolutely gapped Brett Halls to third, Sydney University. 1:51.02 unofficial. I think that's the fastest of the heat so far. And Zach Lanigan managed to box on very nicely before peeling out and going around the outside.
And on the mark now, we have the men's heat. There are 5 heats. This is the 5th heat of the Open 800 metres.
We're ready to go now in the fifth heat, fifth and final heat of the men's 800 metres. Away they go, 10 competitors in this race. Terry Mills from Mangara, Brody Rushby from Nepean, Rhys Logden from the ACT, Josh Wright moving up from Randwick Botany in 4, Cameron Mee, Sydney Uni Athletics in 5, Kieran Casey, UTS Norths, Robert Lister, Illawong, Vincent Donadieu, Sydney Uni, James Paulson, Sydney Uni, and Luke Young, Macquarie Hunter. They move onto the outside, and Josh Wright, not surprisingly, he's run a 4:02 mile, is going to move to the front. He leads as they come through with 150 metres to go from Robert Lister of Illawong in second. They come onto the front straight now, and it's the visitor from the ACT, Rhys Logden, in third. Sydney Uni sitting there in fourth, but it's Josh Wright that's going to lead them through 400 metres. We'll get the split. It's a little bit slower, this one, 55.72. And it's Vincent Donadieu in fifth place for Sydney University. So we'll see how they go. But it's Josh Wright who's kicking away. Robert Lister from Illawong sitting on him nicely. And here they go. Lister making a move up the outside for Illawong. He's going to try and go around Wright. Wright letting him go. And they'll go through 600 metres in about 1:23. So it's Robert Lister from Illawong from Josh Wright of Randwick Botany Harriers, and it's Daylight to third. It's going to be a race between these two as they come into the straight, but Lister looks to have kicked away very impressively. Josh Wright trying to come back at him, but there's a gap there now of probably 2 or 3 metres, and Robert Lister's extending the gap. He's going to run away, has a look behind him, but absolutely no need for that. He's comfortably taken out the race in 1:51.98 unofficially, very comfortably through the line. It's Vincent Donadieu from third, Sydney University, and then the Macquarie Hunter athlete, Luke Young, in fourth place. But Robert Lister has gapped the field. Illawong Rory Lawong, just from Josh Wright in second place.
Sydney women's 800 metre wheelchair para athletes. In third place from Cherrybrook Athletics, with a performance of 54.04%. In the bronze medal, Julie Charlton. Medals have been presented by Mr. Roy Blackadder, one of our leading Paralympic officials, and also Life Member Athletics New South Wales. And as you might guess, he knows the athletes quite well. In second place from St George District with a performance of 57.75, winning the silver medal, Emily Pakites. And in first place with a performance of 82.16 from Sydney University, many times Paralympic representative, gold medalist, and New South Wales state champion for 2016, Angie Ballard.
Of the women's open 800 metres, as there are 2 heats, the first 3 athletes and the next 3 fastest times will qualify for the final.
Sounds good.
So away they go in the first heat of the women's 800 metres. Looks like a decisive move there to the front early by Lily Harding-Deleuze from Randwick Botany Harriers in position 5. Bryony Norton from Bankstown moving up into second early in the running. But it's Lily Harding-Deleuze that'll lead them through 200 metres. About 31 seconds for the 200. Position 2, Joanna Cubis from Sydney University. And Bryony Norton's just dropped back a little bit there. And it's Jenny Blundell from Sydney University, one of the favourites in this event, sitting third in the running. So Lily Harding-Deleuze leads the race from Joanna Cubis of Sydney University, and Jenny Blundell also from Sydney University. Of course, with that brilliant win at the Hunter Track Classic, they go through in about 1:03.8. And it's Lily Harding-Deleuze trying to hang on to the lead. She leads from Joanna Cubis, Sydney University. Jenny Blundell sits in third. It's a race of 3 now. Blundell, of course, that brilliant win at the Hunter Track Classic over 1,500 metres, beating Melissa Duncan and Genevieve Lacaze of the Melbourne Track Club. We'll see if she's got that turn of foot here. But it's Lily Harding-Deleuze, the junior from Randwick Botany Harriers, only 18 years of age, leads the way in the first heat of the women's 800. Here comes Blundell, that move around the outside. She's dropped the hammer now and she's gone around them decisively. Joanna Cubis from Sydney Uni trying to go with her, but she slots back in behind Harding-Deleuze. But Jenny Blundell has put paid to the field. She's going to run away with 100 metres to go and they won't be coming back at her. Having a brilliant season so far, Blundell. She's going to come into the straight and put 10 or 15 metres on these girls. Lily Harding-Deleuze, there's a good battle for second, but Harding-Deleuze will hold on from Joanna Cubis in third, unofficially 2:08.62. But Blundell just took a nice little sit there. Took a nice little sit for the first 600 metres, and then with 200 to go, pulled out and showed her class. So we'll take a look at some of the key players in this women's 800 metres. And Lily's sister, Amy Harding-Deleuze, from Randwick Botany with PB of 2:06.84. She was second at the New South Wales Junior Championships only a couple of weeks ago. Second in the New South Wales Juniors as well. Sorry, pardon me, the New South Wales Junior Champion over 1,500 metres. So probably prefer another couple of laps on this, but we'll see how she goes over 800 as well. She's also entered into the 1500 for this weekend. She was the Commonwealth Youth Games in 2015, and she was the New South Wales All Schools champion last year, second over this distance at the Australian All Schools last year. Trishelle Kingdom, been around for quite a while, but running with the best girls that entire time, her whole career, from UTS with a PB of 204. Went to the World Juniors in 2008. She was fourth at the Hunter last year and third in the Australian Championship final last year. Jenny Blundell just won that heat comfortably with a PB of 203.71, running for the mighty Sydney Uni. She was second at the Adelaide Track Classic last week, winner of that brilliant 1500 metres at the Hunter Track Classic against Lissy Duncan and Jen Lacaze of the Melbourne Track Club. She's been to World Juniors and the World Youth Championships. And Laura Story, probably the favourite in this race from Randwick Botany Harris with a PB of 203.22, but will pick up the second heat. In position 1, Tia Brady. In 2, Catherine Miller. In 3, Emily Augustine. In 4, Erin Blundell. In 5, Adita Grinbergs. In 6, Amy Brown from Bankstown. In 7, Larissa Stanley. In 8, Katrina Lamass. And in 9, Amy Harding to lose, who we previewed. But it looks like it's going to be Amy Brown from Bankstown fighting up for the lead. Also position 1, Tia Brady from Macquarie Hunter making a move to the front, as Amy Harding to lose also moves over. But Amy Brown looks like a tactical race. Amy Brown sitting quite comfortably there in first, and now Harding to lose makes a decisive move around the outside. Also Catherine Miller up there fighting for position, but some of them are 4 or 5 wide here coming around the first bend as Harding to lose takes up the lead of the race. She leads from Catherine Miller from Essex West. Amy Brown slotted in there third for Bankstown, and Tia Brady sits fourth for Macquarie Hunter. They come down the straight now. It was a tactical first few hundred metres. That's going to be reflected in their time, 65.78, and Harding to lose kicks now. She's going now, and she's put a bit of a gap on a couple of these girls. Looks like Catherine Miller there in second, Amy Brown coming around in third, and Tia Brady appears to have fallen off the train here. But it's Harding to lose, the New South Wales Junior Champion over 1500, silver medalist over 800, making a decisive move to the front. Catherine Miller coming at her, and Amy Brown, quite a bit older than the two juniors, boxing on well. But it's Harding to lose, leads them through 600. Catherine Miller in second. Brown looking for a run around the outside, but she's going to have to go around the long way. We'll see if the more experienced legs of Brown can bring her into the straight. But it's Harding to lose that leads them. The junior champion over 1500, looking to add a state championship at open level at 800 to her resume. Catherine Miller coming at her, and here comes Amy Brown down the straight. But Amy Harding to lose looks like she's going to hang on here. And there's a move. Oh, there's Amy Brown looks to have pulled up there. But Amy Harding to lose takes out the race from Catherine Miller. Tia Brady came back to run third. And it just looked like Amy Brown may have pulled up at the end there. It might have been fatigue, but she certainly looked like she pulled up a little bit.
Performance of 66.84, Blake Carr. In second place, winner of the silver medal from the Hills District with a performance of 73.59, Nathan Dallas.
Fourth question.
And in first place, winning the gold medal from the Sutherland District.
There's no more 800 metres, I don't think.
83.06, New South Wales State Champion for 2016,
Okay, cool.
Carl McIntosh.
Perfect, sounds good. Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate.
Hi, Matt. What's the next field event? Track event, sorry.
Just leave it on a field event or something, mate. There's one of the throws or something.
Yeah, I'll follow them, I guess. I can't see any throwers right now. Oh, looks like I've got discs or something.
Oh, there's a pole vault, mate. I think they're jumping over there. They're doing that.
Yeah, okay.
So we've got a little bit of a break in the program now until the the 5,000 metre race walk, the big combined event. So we'll have a look at what's going on in the men's pole vault. We'll leave it there and show you some of the highlights of the race walk, and we'll try and pick up some field events in the interim.
I draw your attention to the scoreboard where we have the main draw for the men's open at 100 metres final, which will take place tomorrow afternoon. The names of the athletes who will compete and the main draw is on the scoreboard for you. And similarly, this is the main draw for the women's event. They will be held tomorrow and promise to be very close races. I think almost every winner of the men's 5 heats ran 152, so somebody or another is going to have to take the lead and make a race of it. So we'll see what happens tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, I gotta plug that in. That's much bigger. Swap batteries. Good.
The next event on the track will be 5,000 metres race walk for both men and women, and so if you intend competing in that race walk, we would be grateful if you could provide a lap scorer. So if you have any lap scorers in the crowd, come down and help. You can get a seat and a piece of paper to write on. Perhaps bring your own pen might be good.
At the presentation dance now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the medalists in the Open Men Javelins competition. Medals are going to be presented by Mr. Taddeo, who is a life member of Athletics New South Wales. In third place, wearing the bronze medal from Essex West with a throw of 71 metres 50 feet, Ben Baker. In second place, winning the silver medal from Westfield Athletics with a throw of 73 metres 04.
Okay, right, you're good with audio then?
Okay. With the gold medal from Essex West with an excellent throw of 77 metres 34. New South Wales State Champion for 2016, Rhys Stein.
Got Rhys Stein, mate. Congratulations, the winner of the men's long jump New South Wales champion. Talk us through the competition, mate.
Well, obviously I started really well. Threw a 77.34 in the first throw. Happens to actually be exactly the same as what I threw last week. But I thought the flight wasn't the best, so I thought, there's obviously more there. Wind was blowing out around a little bit, so I thought, it might be time for a big throw. Comp settled down pretty quickly, ended up with 69, a foul, a couple 73s and 71, but I felt good. I know there's definitely still a lot more there, so just definitely happy for the next 5 weeks up until Nationals.
That's excellent, mate. How's the season going up to this point?
I started really well. Started out at state relays in the rain. Started at high 72. Started out positive, and then got injured in the next comp. Bruised my heel. Just probably about 4 or 5 weeks later. Took another couple of weeks off. Tried to do another comp. Hurt it again. Took 4 or 5 weeks off after that. Competed in Canberra last week, and it's been all good since then.
That's excellent. So will nationals be the next meet, or are you going to look to hit something on the tour before then?
Well, there's in 2 weeks it'll be Perth Track Classic. I'm competing there. The week after that'll be Sydney Track Classic back here, and then 2 weeks after that'll be nationals. So another 3 comps to go in the season.
That's excellent. Looking up, mate. Congratulations, Rhys Stein, the New South Wales Open champion for 2016. Good on you, mate.
Competing in the women's race walk open, we have Nicole Fagan from Sydney West, Jason Brighton from Essex West, Camille O'Neill from Adamstown, Samantha Brown from Parramatta, Jasmine McDonald also from Parramatta, Chelsea Goodhue from West Lakes, Sinead Orton from Redstone Sports, Lucy Francis from Sydney Pacific, Amanda Barron-Gregg from Nepean, Alana Pitcher from Mildara, and Amy Henry from St George. And competing in the men's event, we have Tyler Jones from Mildara, Carl Gibbons from West Lakes, Aidan Kerr from Sydney Pacific, Ryan Thompson from Nepean, Stephen Washburn from UTS North, Dylan Richardson from Mildara, Jay Felton from UTS North, George Glover Hills, Carl Beck from Nepean, and Oscar Tebbett, Gosford Athletics. And we're now in the middle of the field near the amateur cage, and we have the competitors in the women's open discus throw. And again, we've had some great throwing from the men's javelin throwers, and we know that the women are not going to let us down. They will be doing some great discus throwing. First to throw will be Christina Moore from Cherrybrook. The next person, Christy Baker from Westfield, who we probably know as Christy Chamberlain, who represented Australia at the Commonwealth Games. The next thrower, Jane Lally from Great Britain, who was out here training with us and was the Commonwealth Games champion. The next thrower I don't need to introduce to you. This is our own Dani Samuels. She lives at the moment in the Australian Cabinet Territory. She does it straight farm from Sydney. World medalist, of course, in the World Championships a few years ago, and represented Australia in the Youth Games, Commonwealth Games. Next thrower will be Karen Clark from Athletics Wollongong, who won the javelin yesterday. She'll be followed by Larissa O'Day from UTS North. The next thrower is Samantha Peace from Nara Athletics, who already has a World Junior qualifying throw of 48 metres 67. And the last thrower, Erin Prince from the University of New South Wales. Those are the competitors in the women's discus throw, so keep your eye on the women's discus and see how far they can throw. You will notice that there are marks out along the sector, and you'll be able to see how far they're throwing.
go to the top of the hill. Oh, you have the legs going up the hill. Let's get it.
Yeah, I'm just going in and out of the discus.
Good man, just get me behind it.
Yeah, I'll have a look at the pole vault as well when that's on.
And so with 8 laps to go in this 5,000 metre walk, current leader is Tyler Jones of Gara Events Club, who's closely followed by Jay Felton from UTS, and also in third place at the moment we've got Carl Gibbons. And in the ladies' event, it's been led by Nicole Fagan from Sydney University, who's just crossed the start finish line now. She also has 8 laps to go. So our 2 leaders going through now with 7 laps to go this time. And the white with the yellow and green flash of Mingara. Tyler Jones in the red and black of UTS North, Jay Felton. Coming up to the line now, 3rd place. Carl Gibbons, he's 7 laps to go. News from Holborn, ladies and gentlemen. 2 competitors left in. Christopher Clegg is cleared 4 metres 70, is now attempting 4 metres 90. And Angus Marshall will enter the competition at 5 metres. So just those 2 left in the men's Holborn.
I know! I'll do mine. So you can see
So that's our 2 leaders just crossing the start-finish line in the walk, 5 laps to go. Tyler Jones from Mingara, down from UTS North, Joe Felton. Some great throwing in the ladies discus competition at the moment, and a record. Jade Lilly, from our visitor from the UK, has just thrown 65 metres 10, which we're informed reliably is a new English record. So a new English record in the open ladies discus. To go in the walk of two leaders as they've been right from the very start within a couple of metres of each other. Tyler Jones from Mingara and Jay Felton from UTS Norths. Just heading off now, just under 3 laps to go. With 2 laps to go, with Jay Felton just moving slightly in front of Tyler Jones at this stage of the walk. 800 metres left, and these two are side by side going out towards the back straight for the penultimate time.
That'll be the first game next week.
And just about to start in front of the grandstand is the Open Ladies Triple Jump competition. Introducing the competitors in that event are Taddeo from Trinity Athletics, Bromley Pool, also from Trinity Athletics, Dani from Illong District, Jacinta Fisher from UTS Norths, Annabelle Parmigiana from UTS Norths, Maya Leverett from Ride Athletics, Jasmine Fountas from South Sydney, and Josie Nichols from Sydney University. Those are the competitors in the women's triple jump. And crossing the line first in the men's 5,000 metre walk, in first place from the Gar Athletics Club, Tyler Jones, and in second place from UTS North's Jay Felton.
Stein got it back, they put up the training for all the training. He actually finds in exciting is watching a people than 800 metres. I love you both. Surf with his baby, Josh comes back out by a reset car.
One of my mates, mate, I just saw him off the park
Oh, yeah. Kaboom.
Rub it up his now.
Oh, you were being on the veranda.
At first we did the yeah, then we were like,
Oh, this could be a bit more serious thing.
So the boys, when they're already out of there, or they
Yeah.
But, set it to
Update from the field, ladies and gentlemen, in the ladies' discus. It's currently being led by Jay Lally from the UK with an excellent throw of 65 metres 10. Just behind her, 63 metres 57 is Dani Samuels, and in third place, Christy Baker from Westwood with a throw of 49.17. But Christine Moore from Cherrybrook has just thrown a world youth qualifying throw of 48 metres 30 yards. So it's a great throw going on over at the discus cage, and keep your eye on what's happening over there.
Ruffle. Nice, Gary.
So what's going on with Hoare anyway?
Ladies and gentlemen, in the presentation area, we have the Untitled Chapter of the season, so para athletes. The middle three represented
Was it Abbie?
Four medals from White. Winning the competition in the 2016 Women's World Champion, with a score of 5.36 metres from Taddeo Chapter.
He's right above his weight.
I've never seen it yet. He went in the found last time. Moving on. Oh, I know, mate. I paid for it, remember?
Oh, that's right. So did I. 30 seconds.
So did I.
Yeah. We're never going to really have that one.
No dabbing. For Rocky. Anything for Rocky. It's alright. Yeah, this is next one. Did you see when he goes,
like watching me.
White iPhone.
I mean,
It's in the
hey, Rocky. You want the video?
you know, he used to be in the city on the street.
Around all the time. No, that's just so racist. Another guess. Well, you know that's the law.
Right, and then I plug it in and then you plug it in. Yeah, so
So he doesn't get it.
So we're coming up now to the semi-finals of the women's 100 metres, one of the blue ribbon events of the weekend. It's going to start at 7 o'clock and then we'll be straight into the men's 100 metre semi-finals as well. The finals will be a little bit later tonight. The field for the women's 100, Gabriella O'Grady. She's a world junior qualifier over the hurdles, but she trades those for the straight tonight. A PB that she's run this season of 11.94. That's an error there. She's a UTS North athlete, not Sydney University. She was second in the state juniors only a couple of weeks ago over the flat, so more than capable of going around without hurdles in the way. She was third at the Canberra Track Classic as well, behind Mel Breen and Ella Nelson in that terrific race that Ella Nelson won. And she was fifth at the Australian Junior Championships last year. Shelley Janicki from Sydney Uni, PB of 11.75, also prefers the hurdles in the way, but she's more than capable over the flat. She was fourth at the 2016 ACT Championships, again on the fast track down at Canberra. She went to the World Juniors last year for the hurdles, as well as World Uni Games and the Com Games in 2014. Larissa Pastanatsky for Sydney Uni with a PB of 11.83, fifth at the 2016 ACT Championships, fifth at the 2015 New South Wales Championships in the final last year. Christine Wern from Mounties, PB 11.69. She was fourth in Canberra, second at the Hastings Pot Classic over in New Zealand, sixth in this final last year, and third at the Adelaide Track Classic in 2015. Abbie Taddeo, what a season she had during the Interclub Series here in New South Wales. PB of 11.72. She's run 11.80 this year. She was at the World Uni Games last year for 100 metres. She was at the World Juniors for 100 metres back in 2012. And she was second in the New South Wales Championship final last year. Seventh in Australia in that great final up in Queensland, won by Melissa Breen, but with three fellow Illawong athletes in the field that night. Ellie Graff was one of those running for Illawong, PB of 11.64. She was up in that national final last year. She ran fifth, just beating home Abbie Taddeo. She was fourth at Hunter only a few weeks ago, and she was fourth in the state championship final last year. Mel Breen, the visitor. I'm not sure if she's actually a starter tonight. She was certainly on the entry list, but we'll confirm whether she's actually made the trip up from the Australian Capital Territory. If she has, she's the Australian record holder, that famous 11.11, and if Ollie Worm's listening, it's big for Ollie Worm. Sam Geddes joins me. Sam, do you know if Mel Breen's made the trip up?
Look, I don't know. I know I saw the Queensland Athletics list and she was entered on the 100 metre there, so maybe she was just playing the field
two-timing us, yeah. So entered in a couple of things. I'm not sure if she has entered, but I'll tell you what, I had to go down a couple of font sizes to fit her list of accolades in there. The national record holder, 11.11. Sam would well remember Ollie Worm's call. It's big, oh my God, when she dropped that 11.11 down in Canberra. That's the field for the women's 100-metre semi-finals, and we will go over as they're just starting to go to the start now. Who do you like, Sam? And I'll find you a start list to go through, and you can tell us who you like.
Oh, look, I think Ellie Graf looked pretty hot in the heats. Larissa Pasanaski showing some great form this season. Hannah Gibbs, great banter, even better of an athlete. Louisa Healy, she's a great junior coming up, and she'll be running at Perth, gunning for some World Junior spots. Look, pretty good field. I know that, Ellie's showing some good form. She ran 12.01, 12 flat in the heats. So I think that was in a few headwinds. So it was some pretty good form. What do you reckon?
Well, we'll just pull up the results, and there you go. So you can have a look at the, no, that's the hurdles. I'll have to get out of that. The women's 100-metre preliminaries from yesterday. So there were 3 heats, and we dropped down into 2 semi-finals as the new boyfriend buggers off. Sam's new boyfriend is checking in. Famous now, mate. So Ellie Graf took out the first heat in a 12 flat. Abbie Taddeo took out heat 2 in 12.03. She'd have to be one of the favourites coming into this.
Definitely.
And Christine Wern, a bit slower that third heat of 12.80. So
I know Christine Wern's done a few pro races, so I'm not quite sure what sort of form that she's in. Maybe ready to drop a bomb. I know Abbie's been running very, very well, especially over the hurdles. She got second in the hurdles in 13.4.
She didn't lose a race for about 5 or 6 weeks there over the Interclub Series, the Treloar Shields before Christmas. Went undefeated for a string of 5 or 6 races, I think. So we'll take you through the first heat. In lane 1 will be Andrea Burrell from Athletics Wollongong. In lane 2, Carla Takchi from Cherrybrook. In lane 3, Maya Leverett from Ryde. In lane 4, Louisa Healy from Illawong. Ellie Graf, also from Illawong, takes the prime spot in lane 5. Tableen Singh from Sydney Uni in 6 with her clubmate Hannah Gibbs, outsider, in lane 7. Stephanie Power, another southern athlete from Illawarra Blue Stars, travels up to Sydney to take a spot in lane 8. And Chiara Fioravanti, apologies if I got that wrong, in Essex West in lane 9.
The first of 3 semi-finals for the ladies 100 metres.
And we'll send it up to Richard Batley for the call, and if Sam's feeling nice, she might stick around and take us through a couple of these semi-finals.
What did you run in the final day?
Good start in the 100, and so Graf in the middle, Graf in the middle, leading the alongside first across the line there, Ellie Graf taking out the first of the semi-finals, an official winning time, 12.11.
So that's 6
So the second of 3 semi-finals in the women's 100 metres. Take you through the field. In lane 1, Holly Bender from Mounties. In lane 2, Laura Duncan from Sutherland. In lane 3, Dominica Jenkins, UTS Norths. In lane 4, Sashi Kayama from Illawong. In lane 5, Christine Wern from Mounties, one of the favourites. In lane 6, Michelle Janicki going over the flat instead of the hurdles. She's already won a New South Wales title this afternoon in the 100-metre hurdles. She represents Sydney University in lane 6. In lane 7, Kyla King, the 19-year-old from Illawong. In lane 8, Rasvinda Gill, 32-year-old from Sutherland. Quite an age spread in this semi-final. And in lane 9, I'm not sure if she'll be a starter, Keely McCauley from Bankstown hurt herself in the hurdles earlier in the night. So I'll send it up to Richard Batley for the call of the second semi-final.
Hi, nice to meet you. Oh, okay.
The first across the line there, Christine Byrne from Mounties, second Michelle Jerky. They go through to the final automatically, the rest have to wait on the times. Second Edward, and time there, very quick, 11.93.
Oh, out here. Abbie.
Take back the front.
I know, I told you that.
Okay, so that was the women's semi-finals. We move on to the men's semis. Still with Sam Geddes. We'll run you through this field for the first of the semis first. In lane 1, Nicholas Bate from Sydney Pacific. In 2, Kyle Grubnick from Illawarra. In 3, Scott Tilbury from Sydney Pacific. In 4, Jinsu Jung from Sydney University, one of the top runners in the state, won this championship last year. In 5, Hayden Kovacic from Westfields. In 6, Tim Lahart, Sydney Pacific. In 7, Sean Fitzsimons from UTS, also from UTS. In lane 8, Luke Rickson, and in lane 9 from Cherrybrook, Harrison Andrews. Who do you like in this, Sam?
This is a red hot semi. We've got Jin, Hayden, and Tim. Look, I'm going to call top 3 there. As long as Tim doesn't have to run a bend, I think he'll come storming home. Jin, usually red hot out of the crack. I mean, out of the blocks. And, you know, Hayden's showing some good form. I wouldn't be surprised if he hits a 10-6, 10-5. See how they go.
Send it up to Richard Batley for the call. Have to see what the judges say there. I noticed Harrison Andrews from Cherrybrook falling over out in lane 9. But I have a feeling he won't be the suspect party. And I think I'm hearing unfair start coming over the radio. So if that's the case, we won't have a disqualification. And I think I've seen a green card, so nobody will come out. We'll see if they can get it underway the second time of asking. Back up to Richard for the call.
From Westfield, very close there. The second, I think it was just in the cut from Sydney Pacific, taking that second place. And officially is on there, 10.55.
There you go. It took them a couple of times to get away, but once they did, they rocketed on. Hayden Kovacic, Jinsu Jung got out of the blocks really quickly, but Hayden probably never going to get beat in that.
Look, I think that form is going to be a testament to what a great final we're going to see.
10.53, only a very little tailwind.
Second, so Tim Leifart sneaked in for the second place automatic qualification. Hopefully Jin can maybe get through on times.
Yeah, well, it was a fast heat. It's at 10.53, so having said that, these next couple of semi-finals are going to know that they've got to pull out something to get through. So I think, I'll tell you what, if you look at the field this year compared to last year, it's a much stronger field. A 19-year-old from my club, young Michael Conamani, was third in this race. in the final last year in a 10.57, so they've just run 10.53 in the first semi. Just give you an indicator of how good the field is this year. We'll have a look at some of the key names to watch. It's a great field, as I said. There's Jin, just gone around in the first semi-final. He was at World Unis last year, won the final last year, and he was fourth in that cracking national championship final, the famous 10.19 for Josh Clark. He was fourth at the Sydney Track Classic last year as well, where Clark runs second, which will tell you how good that race was. Isaac Niamau was at London Olympics, made that final of the Australian team. He was fourth at the ACT Champs only a few weeks ago, third in that Track Classic last year, beat home Jinsu Zhang, fourth in the Com Games back in 2010 as part of the relay team, and he was at the World Championships in 2011. In the meantime, we'll come back and run you through the field for the second of 3 semi-finals. Duncan Watt is on the inside as Angus Armstrong joins us floating around the background as well. It's an all-star cast down here with the notable exception of myself. Duncan Watt from Illawong is in lane 1. Elijah Williams in lane 2 for UTS Norths. Luke O'Donoghue in 3 from Armidale, making the trip into the city. In 4, Rowan Gunishing, and I apologise if I got that wrong. I almost certainly did, from Mounties. In 5, Jared Geddes, the 22-year-old Sydney Uni. Great to see him back running after such a horrible run of injuries. Isaac Niamau, the Olympian for Bankstown, in 6. Hilary Doob in Macquarie Hunter colours in lane 7. Anis Abu Ganaba from Mounties out in 8. And Andrew Malpas from the mighty Barker College in lane 9. Up to Richard for the call. Before we do, Sam, who do you like in this?
Look, I think I'm going to go for lane 5, Jared Geddes.
I think there might be a bit of old Illawong patriarchy coming out in there, and the whole paternal thing as well. So see how Sam's brother goes here in a very hot semi.
First across the line, Geddes from Sydney University, second, Leotero from Bankstown Sports, unofficial winning time by 10.64.
What'd you think of that, Sam?
10.64 for a 1.2 tail. Pretty good. I think we pulled up on the line. Yeah, we looked relaxed. It's going to be red hot final between Jared, Hayden, and I reckon I'm going to call that top 2.
There you go. You got a prediction for the final before we've even seen the third semi. 10.63, the official time, a 1.2 tail winner, though they both very much walked over the line, Jared and Isaac. We'll go back and have a quick look at the other athletes to watch through the night in the 100 metres. And Hayden, there he's gone. He's just gone and run that first semi, won it convincingly. Second at Hunter and Canberra behind Clarkey both times. And he was really a revelation during the Trelaw Shield in November, December. Went, again, much like Abbie, a 5 or 6 week period without losing a race. He was 5th at the Illawarra Track Classic in what was a really top class field down there. And he was 3rd in the 60 metre championship on the same night, backing up from the 100 metres. Tim Lahart had a little while out of the sport, but a PB of 10.24 shows his class, running for Sydney Pacific. He was the Australian champion in 2004 and ran in the Australian relay teams at the Com Games in that year and at the World Championships in 2013. Jared's just gone through and comfortably won the second of the semis. He's got a PB of 10.30. He's run 10.36 this year, showing that he's come back in some pretty good nick. It was Com Games for 2 relays and the 200 in 2014, at the World Championships in 2013, and at the World Youth Championships in 2011. And Ben Jawolski from Cherrybrook, 10.34 as a PB. Hasn't run over the 100 this year, but he was at the World Uni Games for the 4x1 and the 200 in 2015. And here comes Ben. He'll run out of lane 6 for the third of the semis. Through the lanes, Ed White, Andrew Clark, Kenneth Wong, Jake Lynch, Zach Holdsworth, Ben Jaworski, Anthony Collum, Ryan Illett, and Brendan Harwinek.
That's right, that's right. What's his name again?
Maybe just out of Zach Holdsworth from Earl. Confirming that race, 10.79. That was Jaworski in second place, just 100 second behind him in lane 5, and Zach Holdsworth. Go through automatically to this evening's final. The rest will have to wait on the times.
What'd you make of the semi, Sam?
Yeah, that last semi was pretty good. Zach Holdsworth showing his form that he's been having at training with a casual 10.79, was it? I don't know what the win was, minus 0.3 as well. I know the other semis had some 1.2s. So I think Ben Jaworski going through comfortably into the final. Maybe he can get out of the blocks a little bit better in the final, but I think he'll rise to that challenge.
Yeah, it was certainly slowly away, and it was certainly the slowest of the three semis. So you'd imagine if for the next two to go through to the final, obviously the first two from each semi, probably going to be coming from, I'd say, the first semi, but maybe the second. But there's that graphic there with the big names, and they will all. And there you go, Ben Jaworski just pipping home Zach Holdsworth in that third semi-final. But all those big players, they'll all be there in the final in about an hour's time. Jared did look well in the semi.
Yeah, he did. But, I think he'll have a lot of competition, but I think they'll all push each other along, hopefully, get some sneaky tailwinds and even cheekier times.
It's going to be a cracking final. We were talking earlier about how much better the final will be this year than compared with last year's race. Jinsu Zhang, I think, took it out in about 10.50 last year, and I think it's pretty safe to say they'll be going well under that.
Yep. Yeah, no, last year I think wasn't the exactly favourable conditions that we were hoping for. But, every field is different. And we've got a few dark horses this year. Like Hayden's coming through, as you said, all of his form in the Trelaw Shield. He hasn't competed for a few weeks. I'm not quite sure about that one. You have to fact check me on that. But, yeah. Oh, no, he competed at Canberra Track.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
He did. So, he'll be coming off. He had a good race down in Canberra Track, didn't he? So, hopefully a little bit of confidence going into the race.
They're all looking to get down onto that AIS track, aren't they, with the Mondo and a little bit of elevation down there. It got that reputation last year after the mega Canberra Track Classic last year.
Yeah, I was very disappointed myself that I wasn't competing given the conditions that they had. The track, as Maddie B would say, the fastest track in Australia. You've got the Mondo. We had 1 point tailwinds and everyone was down there. So it was only a matter of time before all of the bombs were dropped.
We've got a little bit of time before this next race, so tell us how you're going. The last time you and I spoke, you just won a state junior title a couple of weeks ago, but you've gone and buggered up your ankle. What have you done to yourself?
I did a few ligaments laterally on my ankle, so I had a bit of time off. It'll be 2 weeks tomorrow that I rolled my ankle, ironically doing rehab exercises for a completely separate injury. All of my physios have just looked at me and shaked their heads in disappointment, but also, classic Sam. Anyway, yeah, so I'll be still in Perth, but just giving it, the buzzword around here, giving it a red hot crack. Yeah. So, yeah, no, I've been started running on it recently, so it's been recovering pretty well, and that's all right. It's nothing much I can do with it. Just trying to do everything that I can for it. Everyone gets injuries.
Good stuff. All right, so next up on the track, we've got the wheelchair 200 metres, and we've just sent young Sam Strutt from the Nike Run Club back over to get us the, as my papers fly away, thank you, Sam, to get us the back straight shots. I'll say thank you to Sam Geddes, unless you want to hang around. Come back for the final.
I'll come back for the finals.
Yep.
I'll be here. I don't
My
know
expert
how much
100-metre commentator. We'll have to cheer on your brother on the live stream. A token selfie that I'm sure will be going up.
Right.
Hashtag NSW Opens.
See you later, Maddie.
Thank you to Sam Geddes.
Bye, live stream.
And a goodbye to the live stream for now from Sam Geddes, the New South Wales junior champion at under 20 over 100 metres. We're getting ready to go in the wheelchair 200 metres, which will be a combined final. And after we have that event, we'll be moving on to the para 400 metres, and then we'll be into the straight finals of the women's 4 and the men's.
I was in Buenos Aires, mate, and I saw the...
Unfortunately, no Annalise Ruby in the women's 400 metres tonight. She's down in... She's down in Melbourne getting some treatment, getting some treatment on a little niggle that she's been having. So just getting a rub down in Melbourne and some injections, I'm told. But nonetheless, we've got a reasonably strong field in the women's 400 metres. A couple of visitors from the ACT very much raise the class. No Morgan Mitchell, no Annalise, but it's going to be a red-hot, cracking race. There'll be Nicole Berridge leading them away from Essex East in lane 1. That'll be Alison McAvoy in lane 2 from Millawong. Sophie Handsaker from Macquarie Hunter in lane 3. Angeline Blackburn from the ACT, one of our 2 interstate visitors in lane 4. Top seed will be Anna Maria Leszczynska from the ACT. Olivia Kaysen will go out of lane 6 for the Mighty UTS Norths. Courtney Schultz for Sydney Uni in 7. Carly Thomas from the Hills District in lane 8. And Bethany Holme from Sydney Pacific will run in lane 9. So the women's 400, that'll be getting underway in about half an hour's time at 10 to 8. Then we're due to kick off the men's 4 at 7:55 as what will be part of that hour of power. And then getting into 2 of the blue ribbon events of these championships, the women's and men's 1,500 metres, and then the women's and men's 100 metre finals. It's going to be a cracking night of athletics before we get into the 10,000. Stick around and we'll be underway in the wheelchair 200 metres in not too long.
There was 21 and 29, and then 31 and 37, and then so there was a couple of other people that said they got that I would have you'd be watching like at 45. I was just saying, I think I need to my last 30 meters. I was so excited. And then she just see the window. So I reckon I might feel a little stronger for that one. Renee just said that. What did I say? Go back to the hill. Yeah. We're going to keep doing those 200 other hip flexes.
car on my count and everyone go, let me know all their time.
So just getting ready to go underway in the combined wheelchair 200 metres. And we'll send it up to Richard Batley for the call of the race.
Well, that's what I expect. People would go well for 20 minutes, but then it's sort of like... You can see that.
And as expected, it's actually quite line 2, taking a very early lead. Already cut down the stagger on all the athletes outside.
Oh, really?
Outside the hers, the two men's athletes, the chance of love. They're coming up to the line now. It's Angie Ballard from Sydney University to take out the para-athletes wheelchair 200 metres.
You went today with squats?
He's going. You actually
What would you do? Just roll it in?
Yeah, I was
I didn't want you to demonstrate because I was worried you would do the other one. Demonstrating.
Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation goes to the men's open forward. The men's being presented by Mr. Ryan White, who is a board member of Athletics New South Wales and a former 400 metre hurdler. Winning the bronze medal, with a height of 4 metres 60, Bankstown Jack Hickey. Winning the silver medal with a distance of 4 metres 70 from Hills, Christopher Clegg. And winning the gold medal, the 2016 champion with a height of 5 metres 20 from Sydney University, Angus Armstrong. Congratulations, John. And thank you, Brian. Anyway.
Brother ran well.
I was like 600
Good athlete, great clothes.
Scored the lane draw for the final of the ladies 100 metres, which will conducted later this evening.
It must be great parties.
And now in the scoreboard we've got the lane draw for the men's and the men's 100 metres for later on this evening.
Yeah, they probably missed that. They didn't get it straight after the run. They probably missed that. What? Yeah. Oh, we know.
I'll get EW Angus Armstrong shortly, so I'll give you your one.
Okay.
Oh,
6
sorry.
and 9.
Sorry.
6 and
Different
9.
people.
If any of our lifters do really well inside, he said really good.
Oh, shit.
Really good. Oh, he broke some records.
The next event on track, ladies and gentlemen, is the finals of the men's and women's para-ambulance athletes during the competitors in the ladies event. Lane 2, Chloe Zanachko from Hills District.
Yeah, I wonder about
Lane 3, Collie also from Hills District. And in lane 4, Caleb Joseph from Cherry. And the next competitors are in lane 5, Lane Carr from Macquarie Hunter. Lane 6, Nathan Dallas from Hills District. Lane 7, Jake Logley from Macquarie Hunter. Lane 8, Mitchell Christensen, an unattached athlete. And in lane 9, Leighton Lloyd from Macquarie Hunter. Ladies with this event, it looks like Jake Logley from Macquarie Hunter is perhaps leading. It's a bit dark out there at the moment. It's certainly Jake Logley from Macquarie Hunter leading at the moment from Christensen, the unattached athlete. Going through the lanes, so for all first across the line, Leighton Lloyd, second, Mitchell Christensen.
Go off him, Timmy. Go off him, mate. Alright, Tim, I'm going to come over and interview Angus, mate.
Yep.
Oh,
What's on the track next? That'd be good. That's good.
The information of spectators, the canteen on concourse will be closing at 8:15 tonight, so if you want anything else in the canteen...
Angus Armstrong, congratulations mate, the New South Wales champion. Come over here somewhere, looking at a camera up with Timmy there. Shortage of cameras here on early days of the live stream. Mate, New South Wales champion for the men's pole vault. I didn't get your winning mark.
5:20, got through today. Pretty happy with it. Yeah, something's coming together. Hopefully, about a week or so down in Perth,
Good stuff, mate. It's been a pretty good season so far. You're up jumping at Hunter, took up a win out there. It's been coming together nicely.
Yeah, no, we always work on consistency and execution, which is great. Yeah, I just want to deliver kind of every event. It'll be nice to ride today, back up some of my Adelaide work, but yeah, just looking forward. Yeah, back to the training. Yeah, hopefully.
You had that state record, obviously, to jump in Bankstown before Christmas. Obviously, that was almost a little bit of a peak early in the season. Are you working to back up to that? Are you confident of getting back to that?
Yeah, I think it surprised me. Congratulations, ladies, and thank you, Ryan. It was out for a while, but I think now, yeah, slowly getting back, and just really want to get a ride off that big runner, hopefully bigger holes, bigger heights, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Good stuff, mate. Angus Armstrong, the New South Wales champion in the pole vault. And we might see if we can grab Dani Samuels, who's visiting us from Westfield. Well, not visiting us, New South Wales athlete, but and we'll see if we can catch Dani Samuels, who's just taken out the women's discus. I didn't hear your winning mark.
Winning the silver medal with a distance of 19.87 from the quarry hunter, Nathan Lloyd. Winning the gold medal and the 2016 New South Wales champion with a distance of 40.89 metres, Jaden Sawyer. Congratulations, gentlemen.
All right.
With Dani Samuels, who's just taken out the women's discus New South Wales Championship. Congratulations.
Thanks very much. Yeah, it's great to be back here. I live on the Gold Coast now, so I'm, chuffed to be back in Sydney training and competing.
Yeah, I said you were visiting us on autopilot and then saw the Westfields uniform. Of course, you're still registered down here.
Yeah, of course.
How's the season been going so far? I've seen you on the tour a little bit and jetting around the place, but how's it going so far?
Yeah, quite good actually. I opened up 2 days ago in Auckland, New Zealand with a 66.41, so I was extremely happy with that because it was the furthest I've thrown since in about a year, and and so came home yesterday from New Zealand and backed up today. So I'm really happy with 64.57 and a 66 for this week, and we have Melbourne IAAF World Challenge next week. So yeah, just really pumped. Jade will be there at that one again, and it'll be great competition down at Albert Park. So yeah, I'm really excited. Looking forward to nationals and everything like that.
Great having the UK visitor. It's an Olympic year. Is everything tracking along nicely for selection?
Yeah, I feel really good. You know, our qualifier is 61 metres, so I've got that this week. So for me, it's about being consistent at a high level and getting those automatic qualifying marks, the first 3 and in the second 3, and obviously being able to respond when you know, someone comes out and throws bigger. I was able to do that in New Zealand, not so much tonight, even though I did improve on my original distances. But you know, Rio is in August and it's such a long time away, and there's a lot of time to get a lot of good work done. But in the meantime, you know, I'm really looking forward to Melbourne and Sydney Track Classic and Nationals.
One step at a time. Yep. Dani Samuels, congratulations, the New South Wales Discus champion yet again. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Because I was going to go grab some dinner from the canteen quickly, or some food anyway.
Yeah, run down that. Run down that.
Yeah, what do you want pointed at? Discus, hammer throw or triple jump? I reckon I get triple jump.
on the track now. We have the final of the women's 400 metres in lane 1, Nicole Berry from Geddes East. In lane 2, Taddeo from Macquarie, with the second elimination of the championships last year. In lane 3, Sophie Van second from the 500. In lane 4, Angela Blackburn from the ACT. Lane 5, Vegas. In lane 6, Olivia Payson from UTS North. In lane 7, Courtney Short from Sydney University. In lane 8, Carly Thomas from Hills. And lane 9, Bethany Helmy from Sydney Pacific. Blackburn hung on long enough, but a great race there and a great finish from the UTS North athlete.
At the medal presentation area now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the medalists in the ladies 200 metre wheelchair para-athletes. Medals are being presented by Mr. Grant White, Director of Athletics New South Wales. In third place from St George District with a performance of 64.80, bronze medalist Emily Frakates. In second place from Cherrybrook with a performance of 65.70, silver medalist Julie Charlton. And in first place from Sydney University with a time of 86.88, gold medalist and New South Wales champion for the second time tonight, Angela Ballard.
Getting ready to get underway in the final of the men's 400 metres. In lane 1 from Sydney Pacific, Matt Mooney. In 2 from Sydney Uni, Rich Haggie. In 3, Paul Cummings represents UTS Norths. In 4, William McNamara from the University of New South Wales. In 5, James Kerman from Campbelltown. In 6, Martin Smelly from Sydney Pacific. In 7, James Gurr and from Southern District. In 8, Jackson Collett from Essex West. And in 9, Kevin Moore from Bankstown Sports. Some of the athletes to watch in this one. Kevin Moore, he was a Commonwealth champion over 4x4 running for Australia back in 2010. He represented Malta at the Com Games in 2014, now running for the Maltese nation. And he was the Maltese national champion last year over 200 metres. William McNamara for the University of New South Wales with a PB of 47.28. He was 5th in the national final last year and 6th in the Canberra Track Classic. Martin Smelly from Sydney Pacific, 47.25. He's run 48.23 this year, and he was 5th in this race last year. And James Kerman from Campbelltown leads the way in 46.73. He was at the IAAF World Junior Championships in 2014 representing Australia. He won this race last year, and he was 5th in the National Open final in 2015. He was 4th in that fast race down in Canberra only a couple of weeks ago at the ACT Championships. We'll send it up to Betty Moore for the call of the men's New South Wales 400 metre final.
Good clean start there in the final of the men's 400 metres here at the New South Wales Track and Field Championships. We're going down the back straight and it's anyone's race here. Nobody's made an early move. Staggers pretty much as they set off, but it could be out on the outside. The Sydney Pacific athlete Smelly making a bit of a move. But they go through 200 metres. It's still sticking with the stagger. Very much even the stagger, possibly on the outside. Kevin Moore, the Olympian, he's doing well on the outside, leading from the Bankstown green and white. And it's Kerman coming through now. Kerman, look at the way he's coming down the finishing straight now. James Kerman from Campbelltown. He's coming up, taking this one out. In second place, it looks like it's going to be really close, but second place there was the Southern athlete James Gurr, just ahead of James Collett. But Kerman took that one out. Unofficial time there, 47.18. That was fast, nearly as quick as Macaulay's time last year, 47.08. That could be changed when the time is adjusted for the official. But that was a great run by Kerman there. He really put the miles in around the top bend and came down that finishing straight. And the official time there, just coming up now.
There you go, James Kerman taking out the men's 400 metre New South Wales Championship. He's run faster this year, but he did a lot of work out the front by himself there, that last 200 metres. We might just see if we can grab James, actually.
New South Wales State Champion for 2016, Greg Luff. up in the medal presentation area, we have the medalists for the women's 200 metre for ambulance para-athletes. In third place, winning the bronze medal from Cherrybrook with a performance of 75.88, Kaylin Joseph. In second place, taking the silver medal from the Hills District with a performance of 80.50, Chloe Imozenko. And in first place, gold medalist from the Hills District with a performance of 84.89, New South Wales State Champion for 2016, Tamsin Chloe. And just like the action on the track, it's fast and furious in the medal presentation. We've now got the medalist in the men's 200 metres for para-ambulance athletes. In third place, the bronze medal from the Hills District with a performance of 74.63, Nathan Dallas. In second place, silver medalist from the Quarry Hunter with a performance of 78.34, Lane Lloyd. And in first place, gold medalist, the Untitled athlete with a performance of 81.94, New South Wales State Champion for 2016, Mitchell Christiansen.
Towards the high jump bags, you will see lined up there the competitors in the women's open high jump for this evening. The first competitor is Nicola McDermott from Sydney University, who's the New South Wales champion, and was third in the national titles last year. Followed by Dani Stein from South Sydney, Ginger Hiscox from Sydney Pacific, Alicia Burnett from Cherrybrook, who has qualified for the World Junior Championships in the heptathlon. And the last jumper is Abbie from Adamstown. Those are the competitors in the women's open high jump.
So we're getting ready to go in the final of the women's 1500 metres. In position one, it will be Courtney Hopkins visiting us from the ACT. In lane two, Lucy Starrett, the 2015 New South Wales 5,000 metre champion. In lane three, it'll be Elise Gallen, from UTS North. In 4, Randwick Botany Harriers athlete Georgia Evans. In 5, only 11 years old from St George, Imogen Stewart. In 6, Ruby Hackett from Sydney University. In 7, Emily Augustine from UTS Norths. In 8, it will be Holly Campbell from Sydney University. In position 10, it'll be Abbie Rockcliffe from Essex West. In 11, it'll be Melinda Witchard from Sydney University. And in 12, it'll be Annabelle McDermott from UTS Norths. And off they go in the final of the women's 1500 metres for the New South Wales title 2016. And it looks like Caitlin Simpson from Randwick Botany going to move over to lead from Holly Campbell of Sydney University in the early going. And it is indeed Caitlin Simpson from Sydney University will lead Holly Campbell and Melinda Witchard, the 2 Sydney Uni girls, as they go around the first 200 metres. Looks to be a fairly genuine pace. They're already streaming out the field there, and it's Lucy Starrett sitting there in 4th place from UTS Norths. But they'll come through 300 metres with Caitlin Simpson from Randwick Botany leading the way. We had a split 48 seconds flat or so as Simpson leads the 2 Sydney Uni girls, and it's a genuine pace because they've already dropped the entire rest of the field. It's a leading group of 4 at the start. Simpson, Campbell, Witchard and Starrett. Starrett, of course, with that 5,000 metre New South Wales Championship under her belt, should have plenty of strength in the legs. Caitlin Simpson, a specialist over 1,500 metres, her PB 4:12.09 in this event. She's run 4:20 this year, and she won this final last year. She was 4th in the Australian Championship final last year as well, and 3rd in Briggs. So Simpson leads them around the bend. So they come onto the home straight for the second time. Holly Campbell sits in 2nd. Melinda Witchard in 3rd, starting to make a little move around the outside of her teammate from Sydney University, Lucy Starrett in 4th, and the field is well back. They'd be 20 metres or so behind this leading pack of 4. And Lucy Starrett looking like she's starting to struggle to hang on to this pace a little bit. It's a genuine pace. Caitlin Simpson leads them through. She's done all the work up front as she comes through in about 1:57 for 700 metres. And Melinda Witchard now is just sitting outside. She's going the long way around Caitlin Simpson from Sydney University. She's sat outside basically the whole way around. She starts to move around now. They go through 800 metres in about 2:15.05. So it's a genuine pace. Simpson out the front. She's done all of the work up front. And Melinda Witchard hasn't had much cover there, sitting one wide most of the run outside of Holly Campbell from Sydney University. Simpson leads them around. Campbell's had a nice sit there in 3rd, and Lucy Starrett from UTS has fallen off the back. So it's Simpson who's done all the work out front. Comes around with about 550 to go as they come into the straight for the second to last time. She has done all of the work. It's about 2:53 for the 1,000 metres as they come down to take the bell, and again a little kick. The pace goes and they start to spread out a little bit. It is 3:08 through, and Caitlin Simpson's made a run for home. Holly Campbell sitting as well, but being behind Melinda Witchard, who's now well and truly gone to the front of the 2 Sydney Uni girls. But can Witchard do anything about Simpson? She's been at the front the entire run, and she'll see if she can kick away here. It's about 3:25 through 1,200 metres. The pace is very much on, and Simpson looks to be pulling out a margin here. It's gone out to about 10 metres, and it looks like she might have sewn this race up with a brilliant front-running performance. Holly Campbell coming back at Witchard now around the outside as they go through with about 170 metres to go. But Caitlin Simpson in a class of her own out the front. It's going to be a handy time as well. Her PB of 4:12.09. Probably not quite going to go tonight, be a little bit outside of that, but she's convincingly won the New South Wales Championship title. She's done all the work out front, and she's going to come through to be a worthy winner of the New South Wales title. Unofficially, it's going to be 4:17.39. Melinda Witchard a couple of seconds behind from Sydney University, and Holly Campbell gives Sydney Uni 2 athletes on the podium. Lucy Starrett, the last year's champion over 5,000, takes 4th, while it's Elise Gallen of UTS in 4th. Georgia Evans comes through in 5th. It's a very high quality final for Caitlin Simpson. It was a brilliant front running performance. And there's her profile. That PB not going tonight, but she's certainly gone under her season's best. 4:17.4 is the official time, and she goes back to back with New South Wales Championships.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the presentation area now, we have the most exciting men's open 400 metres final. Men's will be presented by Mr. Duncan Tweed, the Chief Executive Officer of Athletics New South Wales. And a very rare event, second equal. That means even to the 100th, 1000th of a second. 47.75 joint silver medals. Jackson Blight and James Gerber. And in first place, gold medals for the Campbelltown Club, with a time of 47.16, New South Wales State Champion in 2016, James Kerman.
So here we go, we're getting ready for the men's 1500 metre final. A cracking race this is going to be. Joe Burgess from Sydney Uni. Be stoked to get a little announcement on the live stream there. The PB of 3:57, might go a bit lower than that tonight. He won a cracking B race in the 5,000 metres only a couple of weeks ago. Matt Hudson won that 5,000 metre championship. He runs in the final here tonight. David Bradney from Macquarie Hunter was 8th in this race last year with a PB of 3:47. Charles Hunter from Essex West with a PB of 3:50. Jeremy Roff, he's been running at this level for years. He's one of the best qualifiers. He was so impressive in the preliminary rounds with a PB of 3:34, proving his class. And Adrian Plummer from UTS Northern Suburbs went to the 2015 World Uni Games. That's the final of the men's 1500 metres. But in position 1, it's Jack Colreevy, Sydney Uni. In position 2, Ollie Hoare, Matt Hudson, Adrian Plummer, Josh Phillips, Charles Hunter, Jeremy Roff, Joe Burgess, Zach Facchiani, David Bradney, Ed Goddard and Jai Edwards as they get ready for a start, and away they go in the men's 1500 metres. And it looks like Adrian Plummer from UTS North going ahead early with Jeremy Roff there. Ollie Hoare from Sutherland also moving up into a prominent position. But you can see there the battle for position. The pace is very much on here, and it's Adrian Plummer going to the front from Jeremy Roff, David Bradney pushing up around the outside. And it's Ollie Hoare from Sutherland also moving into position. Bit of a gap forming there already as Plummer really puts on the pace here. Then comes Roff. David Bradney from Macquarie Hunter in 3rd. Ollie Hoare in 4th. the Uni of New South Wales, the Now athlete, Jai Edwards, sits in 5th. So they go around the bend for the first time. And Zach Facchione, the junior, only 17 years of age, sits in 6th place. They come around onto the black back straight, and Adrian Plummer goes through in 57.85 for the first 400 metres. The pace is genuine. As you can see now, they start to string out down the back straight. Roffey sitting right back there for Randwick Botany, right on the tail of Plummer in 2nd. Ollie Hoare in 3rd, as Jai Edwards moves up into 4th position, leaving David Bradney and Zach Facchione back in 5th. Plummer takes the bend as they go through 550 metres. It's a genuine pace. The field's strung out already as they go through 600. Jeremy Roff, one of the fastest qualifiers, been at this level for ages, and he's sneaking up the inside there as Plummer moves out, maybe looking for someone else to take a bit of the running up. Ollie Hoare boxes on in 3rd, but it'll be Jeremy Roff that leads the race through 700 metres. Plummer in 2nd, Ollie Hoare in 3rd, and it is Jai Edwards still sitting there in 4th. It's a leading group of 4 now. David Bradney and the rest of the field have been dropped. They go through 800 metres in 1:57.85, about a 60-second lap, as Jeremy Roff now leads the field. They come up with about 700 metres, 650 to run, and it's Roff leading from Plummer. Ollie Hoare in 3rd, Jai Edwards in 4th. It's a leading group of 4, and the rest of the field's been dropped. The Randwick Botany man has been running at this level for years and years and years. It's Jeremy Roff, the 33-year-old, taking them through 500 metres to go. It's about 2:30 flat for 1,000 metres. As Roffey leads them into the straight, Plummer now coming up around his outside, looking to make a move with 400 to go. Ollie Hoare sitting ominously in 3rd, and Jai Edwards sitting in 4th. The crowd's going up as they go through 2:45 for the 400 metre mark. Roffey's butted off the challenge from Plummer for now as they go through 1,200 metres. We'll get a split. They're starting to string out, and they're going to go through 3 minutes, 0.45, and it's Jeremy Roff kicking away down the back straight. Ollie Hoare's moved up into 2nd place, and Plummer looks gone. Edwards coming at him as well. Can anyone challenge Jeremy Roff? It doesn't look so at the moment. Roff, 200 metres to go in 3:16. He's put on a couple of metres to Ollie Hoare, who's trying hard, but he's moving around. He might have spent his apples. Roff leads them around the bend. Hoare in 2nd, Edwards in 3rd. Going to be a good race for 2nd as Edwards pulls out, but Jeremy Roff goes for home with 80 metres to go. He's coming, Ollie Hoare's coming at him, and Edwards trying to make a run down the outside. Hoare's gaining on him. Can the Sutherland man get there? He's going to get him. Ollie Hoare wins the New South Wales Championship from Jeremy Roff, and Jai Edwards in 3rd. A great run from Zach Facchione in 4th. Charles Hunter in 5th, and David Bradney in 6th for Macquarie Hunter. But Ollie Hoare, what a run, sitting 3rd and 4th for most of the running, comes home and runs down one of the great veteran athletes, Jeremy Roff from Randwick Botany Harriers. A magnificent 1,500 metre final. Middle distance running at its absolute best. We'll get an official time for you. But what a final. Ollie Hoare rounding up a front-running Jeremy Roff. It was a brave run from Jeremy Roff. He did all the work out front. Adrian Plummer from UTS North sat 2nd most of the way. We might see if we can grab him. Ollie Hoare, mate, congratulations. The New South Wales 1500 metre champion, Oliver Hoare. Mate, what a run.
Yeah, no, it was quick and it was fast and it was hard, and I knew it was going to be that from the start, and I think preparing for that was the best thing for me, and I was lucky that Roffy was out there working hard and I was able to nick him at the end, so it was sort of a heat final sort of switcheroo, so yeah, I'm really happy with my run.
You sat second, sort of third or fourth most of the running in behind Adrian Plummer as well. Was that the strategy going into the race, try and find a sit?
Yeah, I was trying to sit behind that front pack and try and stay as focused and relaxed as possible until that last 300 metres, and then try and make a move there if I got anything left, and I had stuff left, so I took it and worked hard and got the result I wanted, so I'm pretty happy.
It's an outstanding race, mate. What's next from here?
Nationals in Perth, so that'd be a good race for me. 15 of 5,000 metres, so I'm just glad to get a good time and gives me a bit of confidence for Nationals, so I'm looking forward to it.
It's an outstanding run, mate. Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
Ollie Hoare, the junior, is the New South Wales Open champion for 2015. There'll be no shortage of admirers for a run like that. The junior running down the Open athlete. A brilliant 1500 metre final. We move now to the 100 metre finals. The girls down there warming up. And Sam Geddes has rejoined me. Pull up a chair, Sam. We can't have you standing around with torn ligaments in your knee.
First place, gold medalist from UTS North, with a time of 55.51, New South Wales State Champion for 2016, Olivia Casson.
The completion of these 100 metres events, we need some lap scorers to help with the 10,000 metres, which is going to go ahead in about 20 to 9. So if you could help with to be a lap scorer with the 10,000 metres, that would be wonderful. Take yourself down to the finish line and you'll find a nice official in the blue shirt who will show you exactly what to do.
Term expert used very loosely.
I'm rejoined by Sam Geddes. Welcome back, Sam.
Thank you very much for having me.
Let's go through this field. There's a couple of scratchings. Gabriella O'Grady is not in this final. She already ran a World Junior qualifier over the hurdles, but Shelley Janicki, how's she going to go without things in the way?
Oh, look, I think Shelley's form over the flat has improved out of sight in the last few years, so I wouldn't discount Shelley at all.
Larissa Patiningsi not in the field, but Christine Wern certainly is. She was very impressive in the semis.
Yeah, definitely. I know she kept going through the line, but I know the wind may have died down a little bit, and she'll definitely be pushed along by all the girls in the race.
Abbie Taddeo runs in lane, I haven't got a lane draw on me, but Abbie Taddeo running for Illawong, one of the hot favourites for this race. Very impressive in the semi-final.
Yeah, I don't think that we can look past Abbie at all. Like, her form in the past season has been, crazy. So I think that she'll definitely pull through in this final, and I'm expecting a cracker of a time as well.
Ellie Graff, a good friend of yours, Sam. She'll be running out of lane 5, fastest qualifier, 25-year-old from Illawong. Big chance.
Yeah, she trains with us, so especially her PB of 11:64 shows that she has that potential to go down to that far. So she won the event in 2013, correct, or 2014 actually. So, she's been there before. I think she's got the race experience as well.
And Mel Breen is a scratching. That is the final for the women's 100 metres. will take it over. They're introducing the field. Yeah. So from 1 to 9, Andrea Burrell, Carla. Oh, sorry. They haven't given me a list for the final, so we'll do this. Sam's pointing me over to the scoreboard with the expectation that I can see that for. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll get Sam Geddes to call the final. Taddeo, Wern, and Graf in the centre. You'd expect the winner to come out from the centre. They're away evenly. Taddeo out of the blocks well, so is Christine Wern. But it's Abbie Taddeo kicking away. Christine Wern's trying to stay with her. But it's Abbie Taddeo who's going to just hold on from Christine Wern. Might have been Michelle Janicki third out wide. But Abbie Taddeo, 11.84 unofficially with a small headwind of 0.5, but a brilliant final. Abbie Taddeo and Christine Wern. 11.83 and 11.86 are the official times for the first two. Only 300ths in it. A brilliant final. Sam Geddes, how good was that?
Oh, just watching the replay, Maddie. What a great race. That was fantastic. Christine Wern coming in for the late finish. I think Abbie showing her hurdle stability, hurdle stamina, not stability. We can work with stability, that's all right. 12.06, 12.11, 12.19, 12.27. See, even the girls later in the race came through in really quick times. Then I got a nice 0.5 headwind. So they did pretty well for 11.86.
We might see if we can grab Abbie. Just stand out in the middle there and there's a camera up the top.
And now in the presentation area we have the medalists for the Open Ladies Triple Jump. In third place, bronze medalist for Ride Athletics for the jump of the 11.98, Maya Leverett.
Fuck off. This is the same thing that happened last year.
In second place,
where's that push-up bra?
The jump of 12 metres 16, Jacinta Fisher.
All right, so we've got Abbie Taddeo here for the women's 100 metres. She won that in 11.86 unofficially. What was it? 83 with a minus 0.5 headwind. Thoughts on that race, Abbie?
Yeah, it was good. I thought I started quite well, and then I came to about the 60, 70, and girls started to come on top, and I don't have the endurance that they have with hurdling all the time, so I was just like drive through. So I'm really stoked to get the win.
So you held off Christine pretty well. She came in for the late storm there. What are your thoughts on Shelley Janicki coming through late?
I knew she was going to do it. I knew she was always in the back of my head. I was never going to underestimate anyone. But like I said, I'm just stoked with the win.
So what are your plans now? Races upcoming?
So I think I've got Melbourne next week, and then I'll have a week off, and then I think I'll go to Queensland, week off, and then probably Nationals.
So first of all, I would be excited to get the laurel wreath with both the 60 metres and the 100 on there. That would be cool. So thank you very much, Abbie. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Sam.
You might have found yourself a job, Sam.
I'm doing media communications for uni, so I'll be here.
There you go, communications degree. You don't get paid in athletics, you know that, right?
I know, but it's still fun.
So here we go, the final of the men's 100 metres. Here's the men's 100-metre final. Jinsu Zhang, big chance. Isaac Nehemiah, the London Olympian, is in there. Hayden Kovacic been having a stellar season. Tim Lehart, big chance as well. Jared Geddes, we've got a biased commentary team here. His sister Sam in calling the race with me. And Ben Jaworski going to be one of the very big chances. That's the field for the men's 100-metre final. So the key players, Jinsu Jung in lane 3. Hayden Kovacic outside him in 4. Jaworski in 5. Geddes in 6, Lehart in 7, Niamoa in 8, Holdsworth out in 9. Who's your quick tip, Sam?
I don't want to say it.
Nerves for the brother. Set. They're away well, Jaworski out well, so was Kovacic. Jinsu Jung going well on the inside. Kovacic coming into his running. Jared Geddes coming at him, but Kovacic is going to cap off a brilliant season. It looked like Isaac Niamoa on the outside, the London Olympian for Bankstown. But Hayden Kovacic has continued an amazing season of sprinting. He's dominated that field in the end, 10:46, with only a 0.5 tail win. Very close early, but he pulled away late in the running. And Isaac out in the outside, one of the outside lanes, the London Olympian, the Olympic finalist in the 4x1 is a 10:58. I think, unfortunately, it looks like a Nass on the inside lane for Mounties might have pulled a hamstring, so no good there. But a brilliant final. Sam, how close was that?
Everyone was everywhere, and I didn't know where to look. And 10:46 plus 0.6 tail. That was really cool. That was a great final. Hayden.
He's just going for a walk, but we'll get him once he's got a chance to see the family. Brilliant, and what a season he's had. He just had that brilliant run of races throughout the Treloar Shield.
Yeah, he's shown some pretty consistent form throughout the year. He started competing early, and he's been able to hold it. And this race is obviously just a testament to that.
It's a brilliant, high-class final. You looked across the start line, and there's just nothing but class, no weak links there at all. I don't know why. Wave to the camera, Sam. I think Timmy's zooming in on you for some reason. The elaborate setup here at the live stream of the New South Wales Championships. Well, that's it, folks. That's the Saturday of the 2016 New South Wales Open Championships. What a way to finish off. Ollie Hoare in the men's 1500 in one of the great middle distance races you'd see at state level. Abbie Taddeo winning a cracking women's 100-metre final by only an inch from Christine Wern. And we might see if we can get a... no, sorry, I keep forgetting. Sam Geddes has already interviewed Abbie. It's because I haven't done it, I've forgotten. And what a men's final at the end of the day. With Hayden Kovacic winning in an A-grade field to win the men's New South Wales 100-metre title. We'll be back live streaming tomorrow, the Sunday session from about 1 o'clock, and we'll take you all the way through to the end of the New South Wales Championships for 2016. Thanks for sticking with us today. So we're still muddling our way through this a little bit, so we hope you appreciate what we have been able to bring you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks everyone from 2016 New South Wales Championships Saturday session.
And in first place, gold medalist from Sutherland District, time of 3 minutes 46.69, New South Wales State Champion for 2016, fast finishing Oliver Hoare.